this broken man. Yeah. How can a loser ever win? Somebody please help me mend my broken heart and let me live again. La 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 la. I can still feel the breeze that ruffles through the trees and misty memories of days gone by. But we could never see too.
Less than 2 miles south of the United States Capitol, welcome to Nationals Park. 4th of July baseball coming at you. It's the New York Mets and the Washington Nationals. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton, and a big-time win streak is on the line today, Chris.
No one's really sure how much a manager impacts wins and losses over the course of the season, but I'll say right now, this manager has been making all the right moves.
Just about set to go now. Towing the slab in today's game, Mackenzie Gore. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
Jarren Duran in now, takes ball one off the plate. The 1-0. Now one miss.
No strike.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Kicks and deals. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Here comes a pitch. And another ball.
1 strike.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And it's a double to start the game.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Ronnie Mauricio now. First pitch misses. Runner at second, nobody out. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1.
They can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
The next offering misses. 2 balls and a strike. Swung on, belted. Garrett going back on this one. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Throw comes in quickly as the lead runner at third gets the stop sign. And that's a double.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 2, Yandy Diaz.
Yandy Diaz now. Golden opportunity right here. Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. A gigantic blast. Home run number 15 on the year. It's 3-0. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Jorge Soler up at the plate. Leading the NL in home runs to start the day. He's been a beast. High fly ball out towards left field. Robles raging back towards the wall. Leaps at the wall but can't haul it in. And it's gone. It deflected off of him and over for a home run. They go back to back and they add to their lead. It's 4-0.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Man, he just barely got that one out of here, and you gotta love the effort and left to try and bring it back. He had a good shot. Just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Swing and a miss. And that is strike one.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Well, clear game plan coming in this one. Be aggressive against this starter. Try to knock him out of this ball game, and it looks like they're on their way to doing that. Get into the bullpen a little bit early. Could be a great offensive day.
4 runs already in the frame, and we're just getting started here in the top of the first. Out to center. Cruz on the move. Makes the grab on the run. 1 down. Here's a Mets lineup now. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Jarren Duran.
Well, Boot, just an on-base machine. Last month he was on almost half the time, an OBP over 450. Just a really tough out. I mean, this guy's a catalyst for this offense right now.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. This to center field. Sizes this one up. 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Here's Andres Jimenez. That one laced to center and a base hit. And that keeps the inning going. That ups his hitting streak to lucky number 13.
The Baker's dozen, Boog, and it doesn't seem like a huge number, but anytime you get to the point where you've hit in every game for almost 2 weeks straight, that's a sign of what kind of rhythm you're in.
Tomas Nido at the plate. First offering. Runner goes. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Out at second. That ends the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the mound in this one, Jesus Luzardo. What do you have on him?
Well, that whip is just below the league average, and that's a good thing in this case, not allowing too many base runners. So on most days, he's going to go out there and compete and put his team in a position to win, and I expect to see that from him in this one today.
Victor Robles in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And he dodges that fastball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Here's a 2-2. And there's a ball. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
I think he might have gotten away with one right there. That was a very hittable pitch right over the heart of the plate, and I know that batter is kicking himself right now. Would like to get that pitch again. Just pulled the string on it, and the deception gets him the K.
And now it's Luis Garcia. First pitch swinging. The Nationals down by 4 here in game 1 of this 3-game set. On the ground, Diaz. He steps on the bag. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting third.
Here's Dave Martinez lineup for the Nationals. Dead last in team batting average, and we all talk about how batting average isn't as valued as it used to be, but clearly it's been a real struggle for him to score this year, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and I know you're more of an OBP and slugging guy, OPS plus, but in this situation, at some point, you have to have a higher batting average to go along with that on base or that slug to ultimately be able to score runs, and they just haven't been able to do that this season.
And he grounds one to the right side. Jimenez fires over to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing for Washington. They trail it here 4-0. Second inning set to go. Here's the catcher, Tomas Nido.
Tomas Nido.
Gore back to work. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first. Got hit around a little bit. Just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff for the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location. Sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
And the pitch. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But you know what happens.
And that one is lifted in the air. Garrett pulls it in on the run. Now batting Jarren Duran. And there's the strike.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Right through there for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3 up, 3 down inning. Nothing doing for the Mets, but they're in front 4-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now up for Washington, Mark Vientos. The pitch. And a good eye there.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Patrick Johnson calling the balls and strikes.
Pretty standard zone for Johnson. Sometimes he might get a little jumpy, a little excited and expand the zone, but usually you at least feel like the pitcher on the mound is earning it, and that's important because you got to make play.
He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Forget it. He circles the bases. Home run number 10 of the year. It's 4-1.
He's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things are going to happen when you're locked in like this. Jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
Now it's going to be Dylan Cruz. Strike one.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
0-2 now. And ball one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Missed with a changeup. Now 2-2. Wouldn't chase that time. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The pitch. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. Hauls it in on the warning track.
Batting sixth, the catcher,
Riley Adams, the next to hit. On the corner for a strike. 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
That misses the zone. Ball one. Caught him looking for the K.
No, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Here's the third baseman, Brady House. Right side, Jimenez. Whips it to first. That's the inning. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's now 4-1. You're dialed into the show.
You can never be like me. Yeah, I push until I bleed, and I keep it so 100.
And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the third inning, and stepping in for New York, Ronnie Mauricio. Mauricio getting to start at the hot corner, 24 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Swing and a bouncer, House. Whips it across. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
The first baseman, number 2, Yandy Diaz.
Yandy Diaz up now for the Mets. He's already homered here in this one. Hard hit left side. Gathers and throws to first. First two batters retired here in the top of the third.
Number 4, designated hitter, Jorge Soler.
Stepping in the long ball threat, Jorge Soler. He's already homered in this game. And a big swing and a miss.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
And that's outside.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
2 outs. That one ripped. That's back there. That one is gone. A massive home run. His second home run of the game. It's 5-1.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Bobby Witt Jr. up now for the Mets. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Robles sizing this one up. Drops into the glove. And that is that. The Mets add 1 to their lead on this solo shot. It's now 5-1. Back after this on the show.
I got my bands up. 20s, 50s, 100s in my hand. VIP, I'm cooling like a fan. I ain't here for problems, not again. No, not again.
And we're back. Bottom of the inning. And now, Jeremiah Jackson. And a pitch. Bunting for a hit. He's safe on with a bunt single.
This was the perfect spot to drop the bunt for a hit. I mean, he used his bat as a tool up there to direct the ball exactly where he wanted it to go and look smooth doing it at the same time. Really well done. And the defense right there stood no chance.
Alex Call digging in for the Nationals. And that misses off the outside edge. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. The Mets leading by 4 here in the last half of the third. 1 at second, back to first, and that is a double play.
Got what he was looking for on the mound right there, and his infielders took care of business. Pretty textbook execution between short and second to turn that into 2 outs.
So the Nets lineup turns over. Here's Victor Robles. Struck out swinging his first time. That clips the corner.
0-1.
Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. And now the lefty just missed.
It's a good take.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Back here in Nationals Park as we go to the top of the 4th. And stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo. And a pitch. Hammered down the line. Could be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got a leadoff double in the 4th.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
So, man aboard, Andres Jimenez getting ready to hit. Pitch misses there. Ball 1. Just missed.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Man at second. And it is 2-1.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Two now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout. And there's one away. Tomas Nido up now for the Mets. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That smash towards center. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And he's up to third safely with 2 gone.
Now back, the 7th fielder, Brenton Doyle.
Brenton Doyle up now for the Mets. He's 0 for 1. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Strike 2.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at bat.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup. Mets strand 1. They lead this one though 5. Back in Washington D.C. Now the number 2 hitter, Luis Garcia. Luzardo back to work. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
2 strikes.
The pitch. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Left-hand batter waits. Lifted in the air, right center field. On his way over. And there's one away.
The batter, the right fielder.
And now the right fielder, Stone Garrett, rolled out to second in his first at bat. There's a strike.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call. Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
That misses the zone, and it's a ball and a strike.
1 strike.
Up the middle, and that one handled. Throws to first, and that is that. And the Nationals gone in order. They're down 5-1. All set for the start of the inning. And now here's the speed threat. Outfielder Jarren Duran. As the lefty gets to work. Just off the outside edge. 1-0.
Well, these Mets, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits.
And it gets by him. Around second now, going for 3.
Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way, and as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on, and such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
It appears Dave Martinez is ready to dive into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Mackenzie Gore done for the night, and he leaves a runner at third. So we'll see how the next pitcher deals with that when we get back. Pedro Avila on to pitch here.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
So, man aboard, Ronnie Mauricio will hit next. 1 for 2. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. In comes the run from third to add on. It's 6-1.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
So up next for New York, Yandy Diaz. Fought off foul. At the belt and fires. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Righty delivers. Not close with that one. Now 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Mauricio gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Hit in the air, center field. Cruz moving back for this one. Corrals it. And there's one down.
The batter, number 4.
Man at first.
Hitter.
And now the Mets DH, Jorge Soler. Swing and a miss. Going 1.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
Right-handed reliever. Wouldn't chase that time.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
1 ball.
1 run across to the frame so far. And we're at the top of the 5th. And another ball. That missed by a lot. And it's 3-2. That's hard hit on the line. Makes a nice grab and a full sprint. And there's 2 away.
The batter, number 7. Shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr.
Now it's the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the... Oh, now this one's blasted deep to left. Way back there, on its way and out of here. A gigantic blast. Home run number 20 on the year. It's 8-1. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
2 outs, nobody on. Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. And that is cut on and missed. And the count is 0-2. Next offering misses down and away. 2 down, nobody on. You're in game 1 of this 3-game set. Next offering way off the plate. This one in the air. Vientos pulls that one down, and that's the third out. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. It's now 8-1. You're watching Mets baseball on the show, NYC. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shambi with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5. Dylan Cruz. A wind of the pitch. Right through there for a strike.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Myers across the diamond. Hold up, one down. And it's the catcher for the Nationals, Riley Adams. Struck out looking at his first at bat. Fouled off left side.
All over the first pitch fastball right there, but just a little bit out front. Got to let it travel just a bit more.
The Nats with a lot of ground to make up. Last half of inning number 5. Swings and misses. 2 down.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Now the third baseman, Brady House. 0 for 1 so far. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And there's a foul ball. And here it comes. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nationals go quietly. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Top of the 6th inning, and stepping in for New York, Andres Jimenez. Yeah, the right-hander back to work. Avila, 28 years old, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. And the right-hander deals. Foul ball. And a pitch. Outside low. 2-1. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Fouls that off to the left and will do it again. Righty to the plate. Way high. Up the middle, Garcia. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Now batting, the catcher, Tomas Nido.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Tomas Nido. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. Vientos pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. 2 outs, base is empty. And next for the Mets, Brenton Doyle. And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. That was blasted to the moon. 3rd home run of the season, and they tack on to their lead. It's 9-1. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
New pitcher on now, Yohan Adone. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Jarren Duran. That one misses, and that's ball one. Next offering is fouled back. Two outs. Fly ball pretty well struck right field. That one's back. It has the distance gone. Another one. Back-to-back homers. His 7th home run of the season. It's 10-1. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
So 2 down. So up next for New York, Ronnie Mauricio. That's a strike across the top of the zone. The pitch. Up and in, and that's ball one. Action in the pen down there. Richard Blyer, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Two down, nobody on. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Out there to center, on the move. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And this is now a 10-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Bottom of the 6th inning. Up now for Washington, Jeremiah Jackson. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Durant moving under it. Makes the catch for the out. 1 up, 1 down. Alex Call digging in for the Nationals. That one the other way. And foul ball. On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Robles in the box for the 3rd time today as he takes that one off the plate. The Nationals with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the 6th. That one finds the zone and 1-1.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they...
Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the 3rd out. Back here in Nationals Park. And now the first baseman, Yandy Diaz. Adone back to work. Lifted to left center. Way back there, and that is gone. Another homer. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game. And they tack one on the board. It's 11-1.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball. Excellent extension.
Now on the mound for the Nationals, Richard Blyer.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Now here is Jorge Soler. Liner, base hit. So man aboard, Bobby Witt Jr. now at the plate. Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Ow!
Well, I really didn't expect him to try to steal second base because he had a very standard lead at best. If you're going to try to get there safely, you've got to get more on that lead. You've got to get a better jump. That was the difference between being safe and out.
Base is empty, one away here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
No, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there, on its way, gone. Into the second deck it goes. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add a run. It's 12-1.
First pitch changeup, and he was all over it. Not sure if he was expecting off speed or not, but he picked up on the velocity and punished it. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Base is empty with 2 away. And stepping in for New York, Andres Jimenez.
0-1's the count.
Clobber to right field, way back, gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His 14th of the year, and they boost their lead. It's 13-1. 2 pitches, 2 swings, that one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way.
On the pitch now for the Nationals, Mason Thompson.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it. But he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Swings through that one.
0-2 is the count.
Got him swinging. And we're back, set for the last half of the 7th. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Garcia. And takes low for ball 1. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on him, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
0-2 now. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, he's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, this guy's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just aren't pitched behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
1-2 here. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Duran makes the grab on the run.
Notice how they're swinging too early or too late. That's a timing problem. They need to guess right on a few of those pitches, and I mean make an educated guess.
Cruz at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there. Good eye right there.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
2-2 down. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Kicks and deals. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up. Back in Washington, D.C., digging in, Brenton Doyle. Here comes a pitch. Swing and a miss. Slider right there. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Hunter Harvey, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. And a swing and a miss, down on strikes, and one away. So the batting order turns over. Jarren Duran up now for the Mets. Just a single short of the cycle. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If you can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
And there's two away. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Ronnie Mauricio. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
And he deals. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the bottom of the 8th. And now up for Washington, Riley Adams. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Luzardo into his 8th inning of work, Singy. He's been good.
Yeah, he's the type of guy that gets better as he gets deeper into the ball game. If you're going to get to him, you get to him early. They didn't do that today. We'll see what happens as this finishes.
Missed with a changeup. 2-2. Pitch count in great shape. It seems you might have a chance to finish it. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The line to kick the pitch. Too low, and it's ball 3. Luzardo still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point, he wants to finish what he started. You know, that high four-seam fastball has become such a great pitch for pitchers to finish hitters off. They're trying to stay back with 2 strikes, make sure that they can handle something off speed, and just with good spin rate, good rotation through the zone, elevate it a little bit, get a lot of swings and misses, and that's a really nice job right there.
Just missed. The wind of the pitch. Fights it off. You'll see another. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And another ball.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They've got him working hard out there.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
The shortstop takes the ball. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Stays alive. The pitch. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. House stands at first with 1 out. That to right. Coming on. Brings it in. And there's 2 down. And next is the designated hitter, Alex Call. Right through there for a strike.
That slider breaking in can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it sticks.
Gets him easily, ends the inning. Now at the plate, Yandy Diaz. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
And the pitch. Thompson measures 6 feet 6 inches, 245 pounds, and he was a third-round pick back in 2016. This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. And he's gone yard again. That's his third home run of the game. It's 14-1. Singy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. A 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
And now the DH, Jorge Soler. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads.
0-1.
The pitch. And down on strikes he goes. And that's the first out. Nice recovery. After giving up the homer. Ripped on the ground to second. And Witt is out. 2 outs, base is empty. And next for the Mets, Brandon Nimmo. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Gone. Second home run of the inning for him. And they add on. It's 15-1.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away.
Hunter Harvey gets the ball now. He's into the game with the bases empty. So up next for New York, Andres Jimenez. Swings through that.
0-1's the count.
There's a swing and a miss.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's out number 3. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Aroldis Chapman.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Robles in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Swing and a miss, and 1-0-2 on the radar gun. Struck him out swinging. Gassed it right by him.
I see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
Late on that fastball.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. And that one hammered. That's back there. He puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets have won 20 straight games.
Well, this team is on such a roll. 20 wins in a row, tying the 2002 Oakland A's. You know, I came a year after that streak and was able to play with a lot of those guys. And I tell you what, there is some great energy when you're in an environment like that, and you just want to keep on playing. You don't want to go home and leave the ballpark.
A 15-1 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
I got at least infinity flows, abstract. Absol, infinity stone, in game for my enemy, y'all. Pin game, incredible hawk, big fangs, incredible bark, big dog on TOP, RAPGOD. Wait, this is easy as winning the spelling bee, spelling the letter B. A HIPHOPSADED me. Man, amazing grace, you made your bed and I made my play. Did you thinking? Benjamin Franklin, face to face to face to face, face to